Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Ought to be a good one here between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Yu Darvish is what you look at when you're looking for an ace. Big, strong guy, came over from Japan, 95 to 97 miles an hour, all the way back from Tommy John surgery, has the curveball, the changeup, and the slider, will throw any pitch at any count. One of the top pitchers in the game, and you'll know early if he's seeing a lot of swings and misses and strikeouts, it's going to be a long day for those guys swinging the bats.
1-1 is a cutter that misses 2-1. Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. The 2-1. Line down the left field line. Just foul. Here's the pitch on 2-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Schwarber comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, number 13, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Now at the plate, Ke'Bryan Hayes. And he takes a called strike 2.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Bases are empty, one man out. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward is underneath this one, and that's out number 2.
Batting third, the right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Here's Gregory Polanco. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The set and the 1-1 pitch. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ripped toward the gap in right. Polanco around first, heading for second now. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
That's a pitch he'll look back on and relive tonight when he's lying in bed. A pitch away from posting a 0 in the first, and he makes a big mistake, and he pays the price. So now he's got to work on leaving him out there at second base.
Into the box, Josh Bell. And it's fouled away. Polanco at second with 2 down. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Chris Archer. A right-hander from North Carolina is the man on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Chris Archer, one of the premier pitchers in baseball. When he's good, he's nearly unhittable. Great fastball with movement. Slider probably his best pitch, and the changeup has been much better recently. If Chris Archer brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
Into the box now, Chris Bryant. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. A 1-1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
The 1-2.
Shoot. 3-2.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Batting second.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
Okay.
Swing, strike 2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first. 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Into the box now, Javier Baez. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
The 1-2. Fouled away. A runner on first with 2 away. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for the Cubs. We are still scoreless. And that'll bring up Eric Gonzalez, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Batting fifth.
Into the box now, Brian Reynolds. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Reynolds.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Fouled off. One and two, here it comes.
Nope, that's a ball. I got to count 2-2.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Into the bleachers and gone. Solo shot to right center, and it's now a one-run ball game.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
In now, Jose Osuna. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting eighth. The catcher, Jacob Stallings.
Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Taken, but called for strike 2 on the outer part of the zone. The 1-2. And he watches a called third strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire the side. But the Pirates are on the board first thanks to this home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Pittsburgh. Last half of the second set to go, and next will be the power hitting catcher, Wilson Contreras. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Now the pitch.
Careful.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Standing in, Jason Hayward. A runner at first with no outs here. A bouncer up the middle. And Hayward has a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate, Ian Happ. Happ with a 2-1 count now.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Contreras over at second. Hayward on at first with nobody out. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2.
No.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Jason Kipnis. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Ball 2. Here now the 2-2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
He spoils another one and will do it again. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Victor Caratini will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Victor Caratini.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They trail this one 1-0. Dan Winkler, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Dan Winkler.
Colin Moran will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And bye-bye. That one's gone into the bleachers. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
I know all home runs count the same, but that one went a little bit farther than most. That's what he does. A power hitter with a challenge fastball is going to go a long way when he's on his game.
Stepping in now, Adam Frazier. There's ball 4.
Take it back.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
At the plate, Ke'Bryan Hayes. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a swing and a fly ball, and it's a foul ball. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
To the plate now, Gregory Polanco. Sent out to straightaway center field. Happ is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the first baseman, Josh Bell.
Josh Bell the next to hit. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
It's 2 balls and a strike to Josh Bell. Two out with the man at first. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
That's a close pitch right there, but I think he's just nibbling a little bit too much. Out of the pen sometimes, you just have to come in and go right after guys.
Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
The 3-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And a breaking ball's bounced out towards second. Kipnis is there. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Cubs. It's now 2-0 Pittsburgh. Number 39 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
For the Pirates, number 39.
Bottom of the 3rd now, and stepping in the long ball threat, Chris Bryant. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
So now to the plate, Anthony Rizzo. And he loses him on a breaking ball.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by. But on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Now at the plate, Javier Baez. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Runner at first here, 1 man out. 2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
2-1.
Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1 drilled on the ground to short, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, I know you fight as an offensive player to get in a 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1 heater?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and the game plan normally is get ahead with strike 1 and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1, not a good time to throw a fastball.
In now, Kyle Schwarber. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
Rizzo at second. Baez is over at first with 1 away. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
The catcher, number
Here's the
40.
young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. The 2-1. A bouncer to the left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
A 2-0 finish today. The Pittsburgh Pirates took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Chris Archer is credited with the win. Yu Darvish only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates, 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. For the Cubs, no runs on only 2 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Chris Archer. The loss goes to Yu Darvish. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 32 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.